Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jumper and today I'll be reviewing Building Speeds, which is the first DLC level for Astro Bot, which was released back on the 17th of October of last year. Now, as I said, this is the first of many DLC levels for Astro Bot, and this one, as well as a lot of the other ones, apart from one I believe, is a sort of speed run type level, in that you have to go from the start to the end, but to do quite quickly, and then depending on how fast you go, can either save 1, 2, or 0 bots, or zero of the of your bot friends at the end of the level. And this one kind of like takes place in a construction type based level, so similar to one of the other previous levels in the early part of the game, and this allows you to use a power-up, similar to a lot of the other DLC levels you use in the game, or as well as in the DLC levels. And this one mainly uses the Bulldog power-up, where you can basically just make yourself go forwards for about 5 seconds. And yeah, this is a really fun, hard level, because all of the DLC levels, apart from Winter Wonder, are really hard. These are really challenging. It's kind of like the final level of the base game, but not as long. And yeah, this is the level where you have to really test your skills and stuff, especially when it comes to the Bulldog power up, because you really have to focus on when you want to either use your jump or use the power up, and it's really cool. And yeah, and also, as I said before, you have to try and beat the level while saving the 2 bots, because in every single level apart from Winter Wonder, you have to race against these 2 coloured birds, so one blue, one red, and depending on how fast you are, you can either save both of the bots, one of the bots, or none of them. It really depends on how fast you are. And it's one of those levels that's kind of challenging, but it's I would say, compared to the other ones, a good sort of taste test when it comes to the others. So yeah. And now it's time for some gameplay. So, Building Speeds, I think it's kind of like this sort of construction sort of site sort of stage. So you have to really think about how you want to move about when it comes to the stage. And also, you do have the Bulldog power-up, which I think is a really cool ability to use for this particular stage. And this is really one of the hardest stages, so you have to really think on how you want to progress through the stage, and how you want to use your ability to. For that, I missed the platform there, so you have to really think on how you want to use your abilities, and when to jump, when not to jump, stuff like that. And also, you will see there's a bird to my right, so that's basically just one of the 2 birds you're racing against when it comes to levels like Building Speed, because you have to because if you want to get the bots at the end of the level, you have to beat both birds, because if one or both of them get to the end before you do, you won't be able to rescue the bot at the end. So yeah, this is a really just sort of fast, sort of pace action type of thing that you have to think about when it comes to not fighting the enemies, but getting through the level. And yeah, and also, these are the bots that you have to fight, or not fight, free at the end of the level. So yeah, I think one of them is from Helldivers, I believe. I think if I did bring up the thing, I think the guy on the left is supposed to be from Helldivers or something. I'm not 100% sure where the other guy is from. I'll probably put a reference, or I'll probably put the game where he's from on screen now, but yeah, so that's been it for the gameplay. Now we get back to the review. So overall, as a first level for the DLCs that we have for Astro Bot, building speed is a good starter. I think it's a good sort of level that introduces you to the concept of the DLC levels, and I think it's also a sort of reference to Astro's Playroom, because I remember that there was a speed run part of that demo game, and I think that's what a lot of these DLC levels are supposed to be sort of like referencing and stuff like that, because the whole of both Astro's Playroom and Astro Bot are references to other PlayStation games. So, Kratos from God of War, some of the Persona characters like Joker, Aegis, Teddy, and you've got like Uncharted and a variety of other games. So, yeah, so Building Speed is a very fun level, and it's a good start off for the DLC. So, yeah. So that's been my review for the first DLC level of Astro Bot, that being Building Speed. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.